23 teenagers, who have just ended their high school life, came to this unfamiliar city in a country thousands of miles away from home. They are pioneers, exploring the new life in Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. They are challengers, conquering the language and cultural barrier between different countries. They are SAPRIS students, starting their journey to carve different and colorful dreams. As the old saying goes, everything's hard in the beginning. The SAPRIS student found that life in RPI is very different from their previous experiences.
I think the most important and significant difference from our high school and the college life is that in high school classes, teachers almost taught us everything and we only need to listen to the teachers. However, in the college classes, we need to get involved in the class and communicate with our professors and also our classmates.
One of the biggest difference between my high school and the college life here is, I think, is the degree of plagiarism. Like when I truly come to America, I realized that the professor and teachers here really pay attention to the plagiarism problem. Like if I just code something without any citation, I may be actually cancelled to I-20, whereas it's never gonna happen in my high school. My teacher's just gonna ask me to his or her office and then warn me. And the other thing should be the frequency of writing essays. Like I may have 200, 400, 500 words essay a week in my high school, but here we are like going to have at least 500 essays per day.
The challenges came at the day we arrived at RPI. Everyone has to grow by making a change to fit in the environment. We change living and study styles, the language we speak, but most important is we change from ignorant high school students to targeted college students.
One night during the SAPRIS program, I got a telephone from my father, saying that my mother got sick again and needed to go to the hospital immediately. When I heard this, it feels like I will forever lose my mother because it's impossible for me to look after her just now. Even catch a real sight of her is an impossible thing. That night I'm really depressed and I don't want to talk to anyone at all. But however, my best friend in SAPRIS, Julia, she just stand beside me, being quietly, give me a big hug, let me feel very comfortable, and I cried on her shoulder a long time. She's really warm and take care of me a lot, even though she's younger than me. It's true that once I choose to study abroad, it's hard to take care of families more often. What I need to do is perform as well and don't let my parents worry about me too much. Whatever, I made a lot of friends in SAPRIS and all of them teach me and give me much valuable memory, especially Julia.
If week 1 you were like a newborn baby, you love this world, but you don't know what is waiting for you or what difficulties you may encounter or what skills you need to be a successful person.
I see that some people are still struggling and some people are still having difficulty with the adjustment of actually participating and asking questions and sharing ideas. That's a frustration.
You are more conscious. You know what you want and you know what you can do, and you also know that what you need to be continuing learning.
Many people, it seems like everybody is more able to just get up and say, okay, I have to do a speech.
Frustration appears throughout the process of overcoming the challenges. Most of us have a hard time this summer. We stay up late for assignment, receive rejection to ideas, and even be warned for plagiarism. The experience is bitter, but we also learned something essential.
What I want to talk about is time management. It is an issue we seldom pay attention to before because in high school, as long as you work hard, you will get good grades. But in college, everyone works hard. So the key to achieve outstanding academic performance is how you manage your time. When I first came here, I tried to complete all the task assignment as soon as possible, but I failed to save much time to do other things. So time management doesn't equal to how fast or early you work. It's a kind of strategy to use your time. First of all, you should do the thing you care the most. Like a big assignment that bothered you for a long time, then the last important thing. Keep away from the trivial thing like laundry or chatting with your friend when you're doing this. And it is important to set a purpose when you're working for a task. Avoid other things that is not related to this purpose so that you can save a lot of time. It's a basic skill if you want to do a major or develop what you're interested in.
Before I come to study in America, I think that if I follow all the instructions from the professors, there will be no problems. However, after the speech and communication course, I really learned a lot of things. And first, different teachers have different ideas. If you want to meet all teachers' instructions, we need to think and plan everything early, and negotiate and discuss with them at least 3 days before the final presentation. And second, we need to have the patience to revise the presentation, even the topics, again and again. And for example, my speech 2 and 3 are about the artificial intelligence, a future topic, which means that there are few resources and evidence to support my ideas. And our group want to mix this difficult topic with an emotional topic, love. And after we have a meeting with one teacher, we narrow down and begin our work. After finishing them, another teacher totally disagreed with us. 3 teachers give 3 completely different suggested topics. At last, we have a discussion with 3 teachers at the same time, so we narrow down again and focus on another topic. In speech 2, we have revised our presentation for 4 times and have 4 completely different memos, PowerPoint, and presentation drafts. And in speech 3, I also meet this problem, which made me feel very frustrated and exhausted. Brea told us that this phenomenon is really common in college, and she even has totally revised her speech for 15 times. In the future, I think what I need to do is to get used to this negotiation and changing, and revising make perfect. And I need to plan, think, and do everything earlier.
For the second speech in speech communication class, we talked about euthanasia. Our proposal was rejected for like 3 times by the TAs and Brea herself. We spent a lot of time on planning and doing the research, but the final grade, well, that was not so satisfying. We gave twice of the effort but received only half of the result. After the speech, Brea told us that the content of the presentation was not what she expected. I reflected on the whole process afterwards. I realized the major problem was that we didn't communicate with the teacher enough. As a result, we didn't understand the work thoroughly. Through this experience, I learned that communicating with the professor effectively is essential in college. We should consult our professor or TAs when we are uncertain about anything. Also, everyone should be aware that leader is important in a group. A good leader can distribute the work for everyone so that our presentation can have a good organization and depth. Basically, we should ask more good questions. In this way, we can understand the course material better and do a much better job in the tests.
The most valuable lesson learned in SAPRIS is plagiarism. So it happened in the speech communication class. In speech 2, we were asked to do an individual memo, and it's just like a receipt paper. So I thought I did well at first, and I thought I had all the citations and in-text citation. But when most of my classmates received their grade, I still didn't have mine. And several days later, Brea told me that a part of my individual memo was plagiarism. So I was shocked and confused because I checked my memo sentence by sentence on Google, and finally I found my mistake. I wrote a sentence, but there were some basic words and several technical words. And using this word as keywords, I could find the resource I used on Google. Well, I didn't realize that could be a problem at the time I wrote my memo. And Brett told me I need to add quotation mark if I want to use others' work. Well, I lost at least 10 points because of this two quotation mark. And this accident bothered me at first, but when I thought about it, those 10 points gave me precious lesson and made me realize how serious they treat plagiarism. And I didn't care about the problem before because we didn't need to think about the citation when we did research work in China, in high school in China. And I finally learned how to do citation after this accident. And I think I will never make a same mistake that is plagiarism in the rest of my life. And this lesson really helped me avoid the future risks.
Frustration is temporary. The pain teaches us so many things and gives us more readiness. Both teachers and ourselves aspire that we can be better in the new semester.
SAPRIS really meant a lot to me.
I will never regret joining SAPRIS, even though I had hard times like staying up late to catch a deadline and difficulty when expressing myself in English.
I believe I made a wise choice to come to SAPRIS.
SAPRIS let me experience the style of American course, assignment, and the examination in advance.
I think it is really lucky to be a member of SAPRIS because I started my college 2 months earlier, which means that I can learn how to do right things. And I learned how to do research work and how to add citation, how to give a speech.
And it enriched my sight because the program arranged many meaningful activities.
Like how to take notes, how to complete homework, because I got many friends here. I think it's really meaningful to me. I don't think I can do that in the future if I didn't come to SAPRIS.
Besides the new skills learned in the 2 classes, I also made many new friends.
I feel we're like a family.
And what I need to do in the future is to follow the rubrics and instructions and plan everything earlier in every course at any time.
With the knowledge I learned from SAPRIS, I want to finish every course with an A. I hope I can find the thing I'm interested in as soon as possible and find out how the resource of school can help me develop it.
I hope that I can apply the skills learned in the program.
Maybe I will work for NASA one day.
And I want to make some advancements in the aspects of artificial intelligence.
I want to keep the friendship with everyone in SAPRIS.
I love getting emails 5-10 years later about Bria, I saw your name and I just wanted you to know that. And you know, I've told you about my former student, the astronaut, and a former student who's a writer, but it doesn't even have to be, you know, I have had strong success in everything I wanted to do. But just like, you know, I have a job at this place and I'm really happy. I was thinking about you. I love that.
Get a degree, get a job, go to grad school. I don't know. I don't have any specific hopes. I just want you to do what you want to do. I mean, do what makes you happy, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something.
To be a lifetime learner and a conscious thinker.
You continue to grow in confidence and you continue to grow in skills, and you move from what have I done going to college to I have found my passion to I am living my dream.
Success is built on failure. SAPRIS has given us so many things to learn and enjoy. We have learned the right way to have a successful academic learning in American colleges and have so many friends. All of this will give us power and confidence for the future to achieve our goals.